Construction in Canada is slowing. There are fewer shovels in the ground. More projects are being put on hold.
Well, we've definitely seen a reduction in the number of homes being built, particularly in the high-rise sector.
It's one clear sign that higher borrowing costs are finally starting to bite.
It's a challenge because with interest rates going up, everyone's more cautious, from large corporations to, home buyers.
A sharp drop in new construction as well as renovations caused Canada's gross domestic product to stall last quarter. That's a measure of how fast the economy is growing. Another drag, households are spending less, buying fewer big-ticket items.
It really does come down to all of a sudden now I've got to cut back on my lifestyle just so I can afford the home that I bought 3-4 years ago.
The latest numbers came as a surprise to economists. They're also below the Bank of Canada's projections and put the country on the edge of recession. For now, most forecasts predict any downturn will be modest.
What we're trying to get at is, are we slowing the economy down enough to get inflation and to see inflation continue on that downward path?
The tool the central bank is using is higher interest rates, 10 hikes over the past 18 months that are just now starting to weigh on the economy. The most recent ones, some analysts have called unnecessary.
We could have held off in the prior two increases. Again, just because we have not yet seen the full impact of this. So we need to be a little patient.
You want to get your tape measure out?
Back at the construction site, there's hope the rate hikes are over.
There's a lot of projects here waiting to start, but really the interest rates is what's causing cause for concern. So we need those to stabilize, and then we think the floodgates will open.
Nisha, you mentioned interest rates. What sorts of things will the Bank of Canada likely be considering?
Ian, we now have a slowing economy, a cooler labor market, and inflation that has come down significantly, though it's still above the central bank's target. Most economists say this is enough to stop hiking interest rates. It won't be long before we find out whether the central bank is convinced too. Its next decision, Ian, happens on Wednesday.
Nisha Patel in our Toronto studio.